So I'm Christy and I'm Lottie's mum. Trisomy 13 Patau syndrome. It means that she has severe developmental delay. She's used as a wheelchair, she's non-verbal, she has severe epilepsy. She suffers from rectal duplication cysts and has a colostomy and gastrostomy in situ. Yeah, so Lottie loves her food, so as long as she can eat. She loves her swimming and having a splash about in the bath as well, and she loves to walk out. So those three things are massively important for Lottie's quality of life. So if when she's unwell, so in the past she still has a wound, that prevents her from being able to swim. When she's been unwell and she can't eat, that really impacts her as well. And then when she has her cyst and she can't sit comfortably in a chair, that prevents her getting for a walk out. So just those basic things, if we can tackle what prevents those happening, we can give her a much better quality of life.
We're happy Lottie.
Yeah. Yeah, so Lottie wakes up really early, has her medications, of which she has around about 31 separate meds throughout the day. She needs a personal care, tending to just a stoma care, bathing, dressing. She has frequent seizures throughout the day, generally always has one first thing in the morning. She needs one-to-one for feeding. So the day is pretty much a loop of feeding, changing, medications. She's under 9 specialists ranging from cardio to neuro, and she has around about 12 other agencies involved there, like dietitians, OTs, physios. So Lottie's 19 and she was around about 14 when it was first mentioned, but not a lot happened, it just got mentioned. Yeah, it made me feel more anxious. The staff were really busy and we weren't really acknowledged, so we felt quite invisible really. And obviously Lottie to us is a baby, and it was quite scary to be on this adult ward with everybody just getting on with the jobs around you and not really acknowledging you were there. So my biggest fear was that we would have to adhere to visiting times and Lottie would have to stay on her own, which was terrifying. I was worried that we wouldn't have the equipment that she needed and wouldn't have the awareness of the complexity of her needs. I would say that over time I feel more reassured in that we've recognised she's very complex and she now needs specialist doctors for her specialist problems. So we're hoping it's going to actually be a good thing. So our biggest barrier has been the lack of coordination of care. So obviously if we have an issue with Lottie's health and we speak to somebody about it and they advise us of the next steps, if they could just make sure that they do see those next steps through, rather than us having to make multiple phone calls, emails, especially when she has so many different issues going on, all being tackled by different people. It's hard to keep track of who's doing what and when. I would say prevention is my biggest issue of let's prevent an emergency, because everybody is absolutely fantastic at dealing with the trauma, and when Lottie goes in and she's got sepsis and infection marks are through the roof, everybody's right, bloods, scan, operation, it happens instantly and everyone's fantastic, but it's always like a firefighting measure. It's we'll do what needs to be done to save a life, and they do fantastically, but we know it's going to happen again in a couple of months' time, so what needs to be done, let's have an action plan, what needs to be done to prevent that happening. So we just feel like we need better coordination of aftercare and more prevention, because a lot of the things that she has had problems with could actually have been prevented. So the recurrent admissions for acute kidney injury could really have been tackled over a year ago, to be honest. But we've literally been in hospital every other week for the last year with the same thing, and now we're finally getting referred up to Freeman for IV fluids at home, and that will hopefully prevent hospital admissions, which is ultimately better for Lottie, well, better for everybody. It saves time and resources. And the other thing I would say is just to acknowledge that we're the experts in Lottie. We know all of her little noises, all of her facial expressions. So we're probably the best people to speak to about what we think is going on, and we can cut down on time. And again, just have some empathy as well for this, happens so frequently to us that we don't need, not that we want preferential treatment, but we don't want to sit for hours and hours and hours in A&E when we know what the problem is. Can we just get moving forward with, like, we know she needs blood, so can we do the blood straight away, and then let's just move from there. So yeah. I just want to say that Lottie, although it all sounds horrendous when you hear all of her multiple problems, she did actually have right up to her teen years of really good health, very few hospital admissions. She's had a lot of recurring problems over the last few years, which I do believe with better prevention could have been eased. But I just want to say to everybody, don't judge the value of Lottie's life based on how you would deem your quality of life if you were in her shoes, because she doesn't know any other, and her development level is around about 9-month baby, and 9-month babies are happy if the needs are met. They're clean, fed, warm, looked after, loved. They have a happy little life, and Lottie does have a happy little life. She sounds tragic, but she's made strong stuff, and she always bounces back. And when she's well, she's really well, and everybody loves her. So I think, I'd just like to say, don't feel sorry for her. Just she does have a good quality of life.
It's brilliant. Thank you.